morning. I'm Nancy Valdivia from the Palm Springs Public Library, and I'm going to be reading some stories to you today. But I thought I'd also remind you that we have our little puppet friends here. This is Bobo, and he loves to be on live. And we were just sprucing up a little bit. Weren't you sprucing up? Yes, yes. And he loves to hear stories as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Are you ready? Because Bobo wants to get started. He loves to dance. So we're going to do roly-poly, all right? And that's just a movement of your hands, like so. Up, 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 in the center, and then down, 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 okay? And we will do it slow at first, and then we'll speed it up, okay? All right, here we go. Roly-poly, roly-poly, up, 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 up. Roly, roly, poly, roly, roly, poly, down, 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 down. Very good, Bobo. Roly, poly, up, 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 up. Roly, roly, poly, down, 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 down. A little faster. You ready? You ready? It'll be funny. Let's do this, really. Roly-poly, up, 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 up. Roly-poly, down, 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 down. Roly-poly, up, 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 up. Roly-poly, down, 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 down. Very good, very good. That's a lot of fun, wasn't it? Did you enjoy that? He sure did. He loves this. All right, we'll go ahead and get started with our story. So, are we ready? Let's go ahead and warm up our hands. Ooh, make them go fast. Ooh, and get out the sillies and the shakes. And clap, 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 clap. Because it really is a great day out there, isn't it? It's really a super day out there. And just in case you forgot, say hello, good morning to those who are near you. Could be your teacher, could be your mom or dad, a caregiver, or even an aunt or an uncle who's visiting, or just a good friend. Go around, go ahead, say hello, good morning. I'm so glad to see you. So glad you're here. Hi, 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 hi. All right, our first story for this morning is Clark the Shark. This is a story written by Bruce Hale and illustrated by Guy Francis. And it's read to you by permissions from Harper, which is an imprint of Harper Collins Publishers. Clark the Shark. Ooh, it looks like he's getting ready for school as well. None of you are starting school right now, or even in school, virtually. Here we go. What is that? Oh my goodness. It goes down deep into the ocean. Can you tell me what that is? Do you have an idea? Think, 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 think. Use some brain power. Yes, you're right, a submarine. And this submarine is just a little bit different because it's a school bus submarine. Yes, what color is it? You got it, yellow. And this submarine is awesome because it has some wonderful windows to see the ocean and things that are on the ocean floor. You see the windows here? Let's count. You ready to count? Brain power, ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 windows. 4 windows on our school bus submarine. Very good. A little bit more brain power this morning. Extra brain power. Are you ready? In Spanish? In Espanol? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 windows. In all the wide blue seas, in all the wide blue world, the top school for fish was Theodore Roosterfish Elementary. And of all the fish at Theodore Roosterfish, the biggest and the strongest was Clark the Shark. Clark loved school, and he loved his teacher, Mrs. Inky-Dink. He loved to play upsy-downsy and spin-a-majig with his friends, and Clark just loved his life. Just spin-a-majig. School is awesome! Shouted Clark the Shark. Less shouting, more reading, said Mrs. Ink-a-Dink. Lunchtime is sweet, yelled Clark the Shark. I'll munch your own lunch, said his best friend, Joey Mackerel. There he is, he's eating his lunch. He's eating very fast. Reckless rocks, bellowed Clark the Shark. You are playing rough, Clark, cried the other kids. Uh-oh, too rough, too rough. Playing too rough. Can you take a look and see the other fish that we have in our story? Do you know the names of any of those fish? Use some brain power. Let's see. Think. Ooh, and not only fish, but he also has some friends that crawl on the ocean floor. And they have things, pincers that go like this. Can you do that? What is that called? Do you know what that's called? You got it! Crabs! A crab! We also have another fish. Can you do this? You hold your breath. Ready? Make your cheeks really, really, really big. Did you know that fish is called a blowfish? A blowfish. Yep. We have some clownfish there. A squid. And looks like they're playing football. But Clark is just a little bit too rough. A little bit too rough. Yes, Clark loved his life with all his sharky heart, but he loved everything way too much. He was too loud. He was too wild. He was just too much shark for the other fish to handle. And after a while, no one would play with Clark. No one ate lunch with him. No, Blanca didn't want to eat lunch with him. Christina, Matthew, Melanie, Cora, Jacoba, Thomas, Logan, and Isaiah. Not one of them wanted to eat lunch with him. No one sat with him at the circle time. Not even Easy or Vi. Even his best friend Joey Mackerel said, "Cool your jets, Clark. You're making me crazy." Oh my goodness. You see Clark all by himself? Can you see his face? Oh my goodness, he's kind of sad, isn't he? Can you make a sad face? Goodness. Let's find out what happens next. Oh, one day Clark asked Mrs. Ink-a-Dink, "What's wrong with everyone?" Mrs. Ink-a-Dink patted his fin. "Clark, sometimes you play too hard, and you're much too hard, and gosh, even help too hard." But life is so exciting, said Clark. "Well, there's a time and a place for everything," said Mrs. Ink-a-Dink. "And sometimes the rule is to stay cool. Stay cool." She writes that on the board. Look at Clark's face. He's so happy now. That was good advice from the teacher. At recess, Clark tried to stay cool. But he pushed the swing with too much zing. Sorry! I forgot! Yikes! Said Joey Mackerel. You see his face there? Boy, is he going super, super high. At lunch, Clark tried to stay cool for everything. Oh, but everything smelled so good. Then he munched a bunch of lunches. Sorry, said Clark. I forgot. Oh, we're starving, said his friends. Look, he ate all of Harmony's lunch. It's all gone. Not a morsel left. Poor Harmony, she's gonna be starving. In class, Clark tried to stay cool, but a good book got him all shook up. Now, Clark, said Mrs. Inkadink, this isn't the time or the place. Tell me, what's the rule? Do you remember, boys and girls? Do you remember her rule? Do you remember what she taught him? Do you think? It was, stay cool, said Clark. Hey, that rhymes, he cried. Then Clark got a big idea in his sharky head. Maybe if I make a rhyme, I'll remember every time, he thought. And the next day, he put his plan into work. Ooh, he's gonna make a rhyme. That means he's gonna make a song. In class, when lessons got exciting, Clark wanted to bounce up out of his seat. Instead, he told himself, when teacher's talking, don't go walking. When teacher's talking, don't go walking. When teacher's talking, don't go walking. Oh. And what do you know? It worked. Attaboy, Clark, said Mrs. Inkadink. Clark smiled. Look at those teeth. Lessons are fun. At lunch, everything smelled so yummy. And when Clark wanted to eat and never stop, he told himself, only munch your own lunch. Only munch your own lunch. Sing it with me. Only munch your own lunch. Very good. I like your voices. Good job. And it worked again. Oh, way to go, Carmel, said his friends, especially Harmony. Clark grinned. Lunch is fun. What kind of lunch do they have? Can you see what some of the things they're eating today? What's this big thing right here that's on the table? Do you know what that is? You're right, it's an apple, and they're delicious, aren't they? How about the color? Do you know what color that is? Think. Yeah, I know, it's on the tip of your tongue. Right, red. How about super brain power? Do you know what color this is in Espanol, in Spanish? All right, think, come on, think. Muy bien, very good. Red, rojo, right? En français is rouge. Oh, and they're all so happy. Look how happy they are eating their lunch, their very own lunch. At playtime, Clark told himself, easy does it. That's the way. 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 Then my friends will let me play. Then my friends will let me play. And playtime was fun. Once more, Clark loved his life. Everyone's so happy. That does look fun on the teeter-totter. But then a shadow fell across the playground. Oh, a ginormous shadow with tentacles galore. It was a new kid, and he looked scary. Cried Joey Mackerel. Swim for your lives! The squid squashed the slide, and it snapped off the swings. Oops, my bad, said the new kid. Uh-oh. Wait, said Clark. He just wants to play. Let's find a way. Is that a good idea, boys and girls? That's a fantastic idea. What a great way to make a friend as well. And he swam at the new kid with all his might, and Clark played harder than he ever had before. Upsies and downsies and spinamajigs. Oh my goodness, and why, he even made up a new game. Tell-a-Wumpa-Lumpus. Whoa! Wow, that was fun, said the new kid breathlessly, and he settled down. If you want to come to school, you've got to stay cool. Sing with me, ready? Sing. If you want to come to school, you've got to stay cool, said Clark. Let's try that one more time. Sing it with me. If you want to come to school, you've got to stay cool. Good job, Jacopo. Good job. That's right, Clark, said Mrs. Inkydink. And thanks for taking care of our new classmate, Sid the Squid. Hooray for Clark the Shark! Everyone cheered. Can you say that with me? Hooray for Clark the Shark! Woohoo! You can clap too. I can't clap as I'm holding the book, but clap. Woohoo! Look how happy Clark is. And look at the smiles of all his friends. That night, Clark's mother asked, "What did you learn at school today, dear?" Well, there's a time and a place for everything, Clark said. Sometimes you stay cool. But sometimes a shark's gotta do what a shark's gotta do. Oh, and that is the end of that. Clark the Shark, written by Bruce Hale and illustrated by Guy Francis. Wasn't that a great story? That was a great story. Let's give the author a hand. And the illustrator, the pictures were great. Woohoo! I'd like to extend a hello to Blanca, Christina, Jacobo, to Cora, and Harmony. Hi. We're going to put this down right over here. And I'm going to share with you a new friend. Our next story has a hen. You see this here? This is Hattie. Oh, Hattie, you're so vocal. She's nervous, boys and girls. She's nervous. Are you nervous? Oh, there's no need to be nervous. We're just going to be reading some stories to my friends out there. Yes. She's asking who you are. Can you shout? Can you shout so she can hear you? What's your name? Oh, did you hear all those names? Oh my goodness. She says hello. All right, Hattie's going to take a seat while we read her story, all right? She's a beautiful little hen, isn't she? Look at that. Let's go ahead and sing a song though first. Are you ready to sing a song? Are you ready? Let's try Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Are you ready? I'm going to do some hand motions, okay? All right, let's do it. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Great voices! Give yourself a pat on the back. You were singing. I could hear you. Good job. All right, so our next story is called Hattie and the Fox. This is a story written by Mem Fox and illustrated by Patricia Mullins. And this is read to you by permissions from Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers. So here we have the other animal in our story. What type of animal is that? Do you know? Do you know? It's got 2 big ears, a long snout and 4 paws. What is that? Do you know what it is? You got it! A fox! A fox. So we have a hen and a fox in our story. Hattie was a big black hen. And one morning she looked up and said, goodness, gracious me. I can see a nose in the bushes. Can you boys and girls spy the nose in the bushes? Look good, look good. You found him? Good job, good job. It's very low. Good grief, said the goose. Wow, 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 said the pig. Oh, that's a big pig. Who cares, said the sheep. So what, said the horse. What's next? Said the cow. How many animals do we have in our story right now? What do we have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3 animals. Wiggle your fingers. En español. 1, 2, 3. Super duper brain power en français and French? Yeah? Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those fingers, 3 fingers. There we go. Yes. And Hattie said, goodness gracious me. I can see a nose and 2 eyes under the bushes. Do you see that now, boys and girls? Not only is there a nose, now there's 2 eyes. What color are those eyes? Yes, 1, 2 yellow eyes. Good grief, said the goose. Wow, 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 said the pig. sheep. So what? Said the horse. What's next? Said the cow. And Hattie said, goodness gracious me, you know, 2 eyes and 2 ears in the bushes. Can you see them, boys and girls? Can you see them now? Oh my goodness, now we can actually see the face. What is that animal? Do you remember? Good grief, said the goose. Wah, wah, said the pig. Who cares, said the sheep. So what, said the horse. What's next, said the cow. And Hattie said, gracious me, and 2 ears, and 2 legs in the bushes. Do you see, boys and girls? No one seems to be paying attention to what she's seeing. Good grief, said the goose. Wow, said the pig. Bah, 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 who cares, said the sheep. Oh, what, said the horse. Moo, what's next, said the cow. And Hattie said, oh, what? Goodness gracious me! 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 legs, and a body in the bushes. Good grief, said the goose. Well, said the pig. Bah, who cares, said the sheep. Who cares? So what? Said the horse. Moo. What's next? Said the cow. Do you think you have an idea what might be next? What might be next, do you think? You give me an idea? Go ahead and tell me. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Hattie's been trying to tell them. What's going to happen? Think. Have some ideas? Go ahead and tell me. Share with me. Share with our friends. Yes? Yep. Let's find out. And Hattie said, good gracious me, I can see a nose, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a body, 4 legs, a tail, in the bushes. Oh, it's a fox, and she flew very quickly into a nearby tree. Oh, no, said the goose. Oh, how dare me, said the pig. Oh, bah, bow, dear, bah, 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 said the sheep. Help! Oh, help, said the horse. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, they're all running about. Crazy loco! Trying to get away from the fox. But the cow said, moo, so loudly that the fox was frightened and ran away. And they were all so surprised that none of them said anything for a very long time. And that is the end of that. Hattie and the Fox by Mem Fox and illustrated by Patricia Mullins. Isn't that a great story? Another round of applause. Woohoo! 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 So let's sing another song. Are you ready? And I'm going to introduce some of our friends from the story. We're going to sing Old Macdonald. Are you ready? You know what this is? Sabbath McLean's? You know what that is? Yes, yes, yes. And he was in our story, wasn't he? Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a horse. E-I-E-I-O, with a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Thank you, my friend. And on his farm he had a rooster. E-I-E-I-O, with a here, there, everywhere. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Thank you, Mr. Rooster. And on his farm he had a sheep. Ooh, look at Rita, he's so fluffy. Oh, E-I-E-I-O, with a Baa Baa here, and a Baa Baa there. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a Fluffy's back. Charmaine, he is so fluffy. This is Fluffy. E-I-E had a dog. E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a woof woof there. Here woof woof woof. Old Macdonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. He wants to say hello to Charmaine. E-I-E-I-O. Thank you, Fluffy. Now our next story we'll be doing in Spanish. Voy a leer este cuento en español, but I'll say in English what the title is and the author. ¿Ha visto a mi gata? Have you seen my cat? The story is written by Eric Carle and also illustrated by Eric Carle. And we read this story to you with permissions by Simon & Schuster Libros para Niños. I just want to show you the beginning of our story. We have many animals that we were seeing throughout our story. Vamos a ver algunos animales en nuestra cuento hoy. Un león, un lince bobcat, una puma, un jaguar, un pantera, un tigre, un guepardo y una gata persa. Okay. So in our story we will have a lion, a lince bobcat, a puma, a jaguar, a panther, panther, a tiger, a cheetah, and a Persian cat. ¿Has visto a mi gata? ¿Has visto a mi gata? Pregunté al niño. Mira, no está triste, está buscando su gatito. Se ha perdido. Este no es mi gata. Oh, no. Y el león va. ¿Has visto a mi gata? De un hombre que está arriba de un... ¿Qué es? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Verdad? ¿Es un caballo? ¿Qué color es? Sí, es café, ¿verdad? Muy bien, muy bien. Y este se llama un caballero. ¿Y ves? Es un día con un gran sol. Como aquí, ¿verdad? Mucho calor. Esta no es mi gata. ¿Has visto a mi gata? Le pregunta el otro hombre. Aquí está encima de arriba de un burro, ¿verdad? Aquí está. Está llevando cosas en la canasta. Y lo está llevando al mercado. El niño está buscando por todas partes. Por su gatito. ¡Oh, no! ¡Esta no es mi gata! ¡Oh, no! ¿Te acuerdas qué clase de animal iba a ser esto? ¿Te acuerdas? ¿Has visto a mi gata? Le pregunta el indio. El indio dice, por allá. Por allá. Mira, tiene un perico, el indio. Tiene un perico aquí abajo. Un perico pájaro. Esta no es mi gata. Ay, 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 esto es un chira. Está dormelón este gatito grandote, ¿verdad? El chira. Ay, pregunta a las dos mujeres aquí. ¿Has visto a mi gata? Y las mujeres dicen, por allá, por allá. ¿Y ves cómo las señoras? ¿Y cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? Vamos a contar. 1, 2 señoras, 2 mujeres. Y encima, ¿qué tienen puesto en sus cabezas? ¿Puedes ver? Aquí, ¿qué tienen puesto? 2 canasitas, ¿verdad? 2 canastas llenas de mercado. Algo del mercado. Fruta. Este no es mi gata. Esa es la puma, ¿verdad? O el panther. Pantera. ¿Has visto a mi gata? Pregunta el señor con el camello. Está bajo la tarpa. Mira. Sí, ya ves, el niño está buscando el gatito por arriba, por abajo, por acá, por allá. Está buscando bien, pero no lo encuentra. Este no es mi gata. No, no. Ahí está la chira. ¿He visto a mi gata? El señor dice por allá, por allá. Este no es mi gata. ¡Arr! ¿Qué es? ¿Qué es? ¿Qué color es? Anaranjado, ¿verdad? Un poquito aquí de negro. ¿Pero qué es? ¿Qué es? Muy bien, un tigre. Do you know what this is? Do you know what that is? You got it, a tiger. Ooh, but that's not his cat. ¿Has visto a mi gata? Esta no es mi gata. ¿Dónde está mi gata? Todo bien. Está buscando al gata, pero fíjese bien. ¿Qué es esto, niños? ¿Qué es? Dile, niño. Oiga, para. Espérate. ¿Qué es? Fíjate bien. Miau, miau, miau. señor dice por allá, ve por allá. Aquí el señor y la señora tienen algo aquí adentro, aquí. ¿Qué es? ¿Qué es? ¿Qué será? Mírala, es un carrito, pero adentro hay algo. ¿Qué es? Muy bien, un bebé. Eso es un carrito, un stroller para un bebé, ¿verdad? Pero aquí abajo, mira nomás que hay otro animal. Otro animal, mira nomás, ¿lo ves? ¿Qué es? ¿Qué es? Muy bien, qué inteligente eres. ¿Y el color? Poquito café, poquito gris, ¿verdad? Y ves, tiene algo en la mano. En inglés se dice una acorn. Es una nuez del árbol. ¡Esta es mi gata! ¿Pero cuál? Miau, 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 miau. Mira tantas gatitas. ¿Cuál será el suyo? La del niño. Mira qué colores tenemos. ¿Qué colores vemos? Anaranjado, rojo, blanco, negro, gris. Este está bien grande. Y fíjate en los colores de los ojos. ¿Cuántos ojos tienen? Vamos a contar. 1, 2. Todos los gatitos tienen 2 ojos. Pero fíjate en los colores de los ojos. Algunos son azul, amarillo, uno azul y verde. Varios colores. Pero ¿cuál será el del suyo? ¿Cuál será del niño? A ver, Rita, can you tell me which is a little boy's cat? Which one could it be? There's so many. Let's count. Vamos a contar. 1 gatito, 2 gatito, 3 gatito, 4 el grande, 5 el negro, 6, 7 gatitos. Hold the number 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Muy bien, bien inteligente. En inglés y en español, muy bien. Y miren más, ese es el fin. El fin. De verdad no nos dicen cuál es el suyo. A lo mejor todos son de su gatito. Aquí tenemos el león, el lince bobcat, la puma, el jaguar, la pantera, el tigre, el chita, el jerbárbaro y el gato persa. Y ese es el final del cuento. ¿Has visto a mi gata? Por Eric Carr. Muy bien. ¡Oh! ¡Aplaudar! ¡Woohoo! Let's do another song. You ready for another song? I'm going to bring out my sheep one more time. And let's do Baa Baa Black Sheep, Baa Baa White Sheep. Are you ready? Are you ready? Baa Baa White Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for my dame, 1 for the little girl who lives down the lane. Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for my dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Very good. I love your voices. I love it when you sing with me. This is our last story. Oh my goodness, look at this story. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, this story is called Duke, the Dairy Delight Dog. And this story is written by Lisa Campbell Ernst, and she's also the illustrator of this story. And it's read to you by permissions from Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers. Duke, the Dairy Delight Dog. As you can see, we're going to a little town. Ooh, and there's all kinds of different shops. But in our story today, we're going to be going to a Dairy Delight shop where they sell, what does that look like? Ice cream. We have an ice cream cone. For all his long life, Duke had been a traveling dog. Year after year he wandered alone from town to town, down back roads and country lanes, and he slept beneath the stars at night and ate scraps of food and rummaged from trash cans along the way. Now Duke was so old that his once brown hair had turned silver on top. Still, Duke thought his life on the road was a good one. But the morning Duke wandered into Glendale and spied Darla's Dairy Delight, home of the famous vanilla chocolate swirl. His life changed forever. One look at that giant ice cream cone sign and it was, love at first sight. Duke went gaga. He imagined the cool ice cream on his tongue, and he was giddy. His knees felt like marshmallows. He was a dog agog. Running to peek in the windows of the tiny red building, Duke discovered a glimmering ice cream machine that bedazzled him more than the most brilliant galaxy of stars. And suddenly, Duke knew he would stay forever. After all these many years in many places, he thought, I have found my home. With that, Duke sat down. Now, even though Duke knew he was home, what he did not know was about Darla. Darla Snavely, the Darla of Darla's Dairy Delight. The Dairy Delight was Darla's pride and joy, and she kept it so clean you could eat off the floor. Wow, that's clean, girls, that's clean. Do you remember to wash your hands? That's how you keep clean, remember? Remember to sing your ABCs when you're washing your hands, and that you know for certain that they're super clean. All right, so when Darla showed up for work in her crisp Dairy Delight uniform and found a dirty, smelly mass of a dog waiting for her, she let out a shriek. Ooh! Shoo! 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 Darla screeched, waving her Aztec pink fingernails at Duke. Scat! Scat! Oh no! Honey lap. Ooh! You go on home now. Go on home. Duke, of course, did not budge. He let out a thunderous which meant I am home. Darla screamed again and ran inside the Dairy Delight and locked the door. What the doodah? Darla gasped, pinning her shaken Dairy Delight cap back in place. By this time, Earl, the town sheriff, and Patty from the diner had heard the commotion, and they ran over. Problem, Darla? Earl asked. That monster won't leave! Darla shouted out the little sliding window. Earl and Patty looked at Duke, who was wagging his tail. Seems pretty harmless to me, Earl said. Aw, he's kind of cute, agreed Patty, scratching Duke behind the ears. Don't touch that filthy animal, Darla cried. You'll only encourage him to stay. And she slammed the little window closed. Phew! But Duke needed no encouragement. He was staying, and nothing Darla could say or do would change his mind. Duke simply sat and waited, thinking of ice cream, morning, noon, and night. Over the next few days, news spread through town that Darla had company. Friendly folks from all around brought Duke food to eat. Some even offered to take him home, but Duke just wagged his tail and gazed lovingly at the Dairy Delight. It was obvious he thought he was home. You see all the people that are bringing him things to eat? Very nice. Of course, the more Darla watched Duke sit in front of her beloved Dairy Delight, making goo-goo eyes at each ice cream cone that left, the more frazzled she became. Mangy flea bag! She cried, and then threw herself into a cleaning frenzy. Clean! Oh. Still, Darla was in a royal snit. Oh, don't trip on the counter! She snapped at her customers as she served the Dairy Delight, famous vanilla chocolate swirls. And keep away from that ratty dog! Oh! Darla scrubbed and buffed and polished like there was no tomorrow. Can you rub with her? Can you rub and clean? Come on. She needs help. She needs to clean. Days passed slowly for Duke as he sat watching Darla and the Dairy Delight from the outside, but his heart remained steadfast. It was clear that everyone else in town, except Darla, was quite fond of Duke. She just needs to get to know me, Duke decided. But how? And if she won't come to me, I'll just have to go to her. Taking a deep breath, Duke marched right up to the door of the Dairy Delight and stepped in with the next customer. The whoops and the hollers that burst from Darla's mouth sent everyone in Glendale running. Oh, get, go! The customers inside the Dairy Delight hightailed it out, and everyone else came out lickety-split to see what was wrong. Out! Darla screamed, running toward Duke with one of her industrial brooms. Poor Duke ran faster than he had since he was a pup. Crazy mutt! Darla shrieked. And outside, Duke was surrounded by townsfolk. Never you mind, Patty said. She's just a pernickety old bat. And the rest of the crowd agreed. Darla glared out her window and set about sterilizing the Dairy Delight. Oh, clean! But Duke was not so easily discouraged. She'll come around, he insisted. She just needs to spend some time with me. That night, Duke examined the little red building. From top to bottom, there was only one way into the Dairy Delight, the front door. The first time Darla saw me come in, Duke thought, this time I'll just have to sneak in while she's not looking. And the next day, when Darla turned her back to wipe off a counter, Duke did just that. He sneaked in. Instantly, Darla's keen ears heard the clickety-clack of Duke's dirty dog toenails, and she ended the daring attempt with more whoops and hollers. Ooh, get! Oh, come on, Darla, Earl pleaded. Give the guy a break. It's obvious he's just plain loves your dairy delight. He's not going to hurt anything. Duke wagged his tail until Darla screamed again. Oh, if that filthy canine thinks he can just waltz in here and call the dairy delight home, he's got another thing coming. Darla shooed everyone out, turned the sign to close, and spent the rest of the day, you got it, cleaning. Oh, clean. Rub, boys and girls. Rub. This is something you could help Mom and Daddy at home. Rub. Make it clean. Darla had by now become such a crab that her customers began to dwindle. Oh, this is all that no-good mongrel's fault, she hissed, scrubbing the ceiling with disinfectant. Outside, Duke sat planning his next attempt. So if she saw me and she heard me, I'll just have to sneak in when she can do neither. Sure enough, the next time Darla turned to fill one of her famous vanilla chocolate swirl cones, and the ice cream machine began to rumble and rattle, Duke tiptoed in yet again. At last, this time Darla smelled the odoriferous Duke, and with one screech, and a charge with her favorite mop, Duke was out the door a third time. Customers were now few and far between. Delivery men came by with new cleaning supplies, but only the bravest of ice cream lovers would weather Darla's fury. Even Duke began to worry. Still, though, he knew he must get through that door. Somehow Darla would grow to like him. He just knew it. And so Duke sat and waited. Day after day passed. Then one morning, a huge box arrived at the Dairy Delight's door. Darla's eyes shone as she unpacked the Clean Right 3-in-1 Scrubber Buffer Waxer Machine. Oh, the ultimate cleaning machine! Darla whispered, touching its huge, round, scrubbing, buffing, waxing brushes. And Duke peeked gingerly through the window as Darla poured a big pink pool of peppermint soap on the floor and turned the monstrous machine on. Darla's eyes studied the floor. The scrubbing machine roared. The sweet aroma of peppermint filled the air. And at that very second, Duke saw his chance. Oh, with one huge lunge, Duke was through the door and into the Dairy Delight. But he had entered with such force that when his right front paw hit the edge of the peppermint soap pool, he shot across the floor, straight into the roaring cleaning machine. Duke heard Darla scream, and then everything was a blur of swirling and bumping and thumping. The machine went crazy, and Darla wrestled frantically to control it. Oh! Fur mixed with the spinning brushes, soap bubbles, pop, 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 shot into the air, and Darla screamed again. By the time the townspeople had rushed to the Dairy Delight and Earl finally pulled the plug on the monster machine, it had done its work. Darla staggered to her feet and saw the shocked looks on everyone's faces. I tried to stop it, she cried. I never meant she heard someone whisper, "Look at that! It's a Dairy Delight dog!" Darla turned to look. There, standing in front of her, was a chocolate vanilla swirl, whoa, twagging its tail. Oh my goodness, can you see all those swirls? My goodness, look. Duke's days at the Dairy Delight had officially begun. He quickly became the Dairy Delight dog, and people came from miles around to see his spectacular hairdo and eat Darla's tasty vanilla chocolate swirls. Duke paraded his swirls proudly. It seemed to prove to everyone, even Darla, that he really did belong at the Dairy Delight. Just like he knew he did. And with time, even Darla grew fond of Duke. Ah, nice dog, clean dog, nice dog, clean dog. And just like he knew she would, because at long last, Darla's Dairy Delight truly was home of the famous vanilla chocolate swirl. And that is the end of that. Duke the Dairy Delight Dog by Lisa Campbell Ernst. I'd like to thank you for joining me this morning for our Reach Me story time. You can go to our website, www.palmspringslibrary.org, to find other interesting activities on Kids Oasis and many other things available to you and the whole family. Buenos días, adiós, nos vemos la próxima. Ojalá puedan ir a la página web para encontrar más actividades y también para aprender cómo agarrar sus libros y DVDs y cosas para les podamos prestar por medio del internet. Gracias. Adiós.